What is going on, guys? This is Miasin and I will be testing Cyber Dragon traps going first in this video. So is going first actually worth it in Cyber Dragons, or would you rather go second every single time? Is the deck consistent enough to the point where going first is actually a good option? Well, let's try to figure this out with this testing video, but before you start, you already know it, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Seriously motivates me so much to keep making videos like these. Yeah, let's jump right into it. So for game number one, I want the dice roll, and like I said on my deck profile, I wanted to go first, but I actually misclicked and literally accidentally went on go second. What is my opponent playing? He's just setting a bunch of back row. Interesting, huh? So I'm going emergency. He's letting it resolve, and there's a reason why I'm not showing the hands yet. So yeah, you're going to see what are the back row soon enough, just so we can kind of analyze whether I played correctly or not. But yeah, imperm on the core. Alright, that's completely fine. If I get like emergency or hurts, oh my god. I like, okay, now I win because Galaxy Soldier is actually live. So yeah, like imperm on core literally just didn't hurt at all. Even if this soldier gets impermed and this DD like hurts gets like I don't know, not DD code. Well, DD code I guess, but something else interrupted as well. I can still make Anaconda into Dragoon, but I do not get stopped. So now I go Galaxy Soldier to pitch Cyber Dragon. Alright, this Nova here, I really thought I'd be able to do something with it, but unfortunately I had to eat the Book of Moon, the Horror House. So yeah, that's fine. I can't really do anything about it. Now I have two Sidras in the grave and I have Overload Fusion, and this is a major misplay from my opponent's end. You're going to see this soon enough. He's going to go Trap Trick into Fiend Griefing, and obviously chaining this to Overload Fusion isn't ideal. You would have wanted to Fiend Griefing on the activation of Overload. So obviously if he was able to Trap Trick into Fiend Griefing preemptively, because yes, he is playing it's a pretty good deck, by the way, and Fiend Griefing gets your engine started. It searches you tour guide for your next turn in a way. But yeah, I'm going to pop this. I said like, oh yeah, by the way, I actually played kind of fast, so in a way it actually is my fault. The hurt's already triggered, so I can't recycle it back. Everything here is half damage, so I can't really kill him, and even if it wasn't half damage, I still wouldn't have been able to kill him anyways, so it's completely fine. I was really surprised to see him hold the imperm here, because the thing is, he had a bunch of traps and he didn't set everything. He just set like 3 and passed, which is really ideal. So he kept the imperm in the hand in case I had like Lightning Storm, Duster, or whatever. So very nicely played here. And him, ironically, not using like a trap card like for no reason with the Trap Trick is great, because it locks you under one trap for the rest of the turn. So imperm was that card, but if he had used Fiend Griefing on like another random monster after, if I had like another random monster, it wouldn't have done anything. So yeah, the imperm was very well played here. I can't resolve that Anaconda, but still good for me. I'm in a really good position. Seer attacking me just doesn't do anything at all. I can crack down Steel, and yeah, it's just gonna die. And I even have the Ash for the Scarlet, so there's just no way he wins, because I can flip that Nova, and that already forces out the Scarlet Sanguine, which obviously I'll Ash, and then the Nova gets a Sidra, and I kill him. So yeah, alright. Now he makes me go second on game 2, and my hand is actually really good. Now, it's funny because I saw that Red Eyes Fusion hard draw, and I was like, that might be really good. That might be just ideal, better than not hard drawing it, but you're going to see that wasn't necessarily the case. So yeah, summon 2 BAs, make Verte. He's playing like 20 billion engines in one. Like I think maybe playing just all those engines combined, I don't know how good it is. Maybe it's good, but I don't know. A Phoenix Wingwind Blast when you're already playing like so many traps and you're playing like Dragoon that needs a discard, not ideal, because now when I Ash the Skarm, the Dragoon doesn't have the card in hand to negate. So if this Lightning Storm resolves, he's actually in a pretty bad position. All of his traps are going to get destroyed, so unless he can Trap Trick into Waking the Dragon, I don't really see how he can interrupt me at all. Now, it's actually funny that drawing this Red Eyes Fusion ended up being bad, because I digged into Galaxy Soldier, so I was like, ah, my god. Alright, now I actually have a good play, or I have Red Eyes Fusion with nothing. But if I only go Red Eyes Fusion, my Dragoon can have like 3k attack, and then I can negate my own emergency, so I can jump to 4k. But it's really not ideal, so I'd rather just play my Sidra engine. I think it's a bit better than just resolving Red Eyes Fusion and doing like nothing else. And yeah, I'm going to be able to get that Galaxy Soldier with Hertz play going, and I even have Overflow on top of that. And it's really easy to beat this Dragoon when the negate is irrelevant, because Cyber Dragon Nova can actually boost itself to 42 by banishing a Sidra. Yes, that is a play that that can do, by the way. A lot of people don't even know about that. Most people would actually just go straight into battle phase, Cyber Dragon Nova into Infinity, and then attack, and then make Zeus. But I really wanted the actual negation of Infinity, just so if he draws like a random card like Nadir Servant, obviously he doesn't play the card, but we never know at this point. I mean, people have played like the weirdest engines with Burning Abyss, so definitely a possibility. But yeah, this Elmirage is also staying on the field, so if he goes like Regeki or Lightning Storm for attack position monsters, and tribute and protect it from card effects, and Overflow being able to destroy 2 traps on end phase is just absolute game. So yeah, that's it, that's all. Let's get into replay number 2. Okay, replay number 2, and this was a pretty good game. Now, I win the dice roll, and I think I went first. Yes, okay, so at least I didn't misplay this time. Oh my, that would have been pretty bad. So yeah, I go first. My hand is great. I go set pass, and I even call 1 off of reasoning. I think I'm actually gonna stop calling 1 because we've gotten to a point where reasoning isn't really like an Infernoid card anymore. People are starting to play this card in like Eldritch and like random decks like that. So I think calling 4 or like other stuff, maybe 4, I want to say 4 is probably the best level for reasoning, but 1 is just like a habit that I've had for so long. Again, it's like, it's mathematically irrelevant anyways. There's no proper or perfect call that you can do here. Branded Opening is a great card, man. It special summons a branded monster from your deck. That's fantastic. And I guess the synergy must be pretty nice. Well, Despia, sorry. The synergy must be pretty nice with what's his face, the Maximus. Dragma cards, Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, Ghost Valley Invocation. That's actually pretty rough for him. He doesn't have Meltdown, and I'm pretty sure he probably doesn't play Invocation anyways. Might go special summon Sidra, no more summon Hertz. He only has a bunch of cards he can't even access anyways, so that's actually pretty rough for him. But yeah, make Anaconda, get back my Cyber Dragon. That would be like a discard for Dragoon, because I'm going to be summoning it in literally 2 seconds. Send Red Ice Fusion, Dark Magician, and obviously the Red Ice from my hand, because I'm not good at the game, obviously. And yeah, pop, inflict 800, 1800, and then attack for 35. Yeah, you know, I really can't game him here, so whatever, there's nothing I can do. Prosperity for only 3, because what else am I really going to banish? Oh, I can't even check my... Oh, that's actually whack. But anyways, like, really, what else am I actually going to be banishing? I don't know. But yeah, get that Solemn Strike, obviously. I really want to have, like, an interruption for his next turn. We never know what he might randomly draw out of, like, nowhere. Him drawing Dark Magician is actually so good here. So incredibly good. One of the best cards he could have drawn. And it almost looks like I'm trolling, but it's not an unlucky draw, and you're going to understand why. This is like one of the only decks that can actually use like generically. It's funny, but yeah. So he's going to be using the effect of this Despian Tragedy, and going to be like, well, why would I use my Dragoon Negate on this? Like, no. And I'm also not striking this. Definitely not. It's an effect from the grave. It's like a bad Solemn Strike. It's like a Skullmeister. I'm not trying to pay 1500 life points and lose a really powerful, unnegatable card to negate something that only gets you back a field spell from the grave. And there's no way for me to know that he randomly has Dark Magician and Red Eyes in the hand, so him fusing for the Dragoon here was like, oh, that's kind of bad for me. Alright, so this is actually something that I really want to mention here. Him using the effect to pop the Anaconda, completely incorrect. 100 billion% incorrect. Just attacking over the Anaconda would have put me in a position where Solemn Strike, that he knew for a fact I had, would have been unusable. So yeah, just don't pop the Anaconda, just let it stay on the field. And if you feel like your battle phase was kind of wasted, then it's a different story. You can use the effect on main phase too, but yeah, this was definitely incorrect. We both have 3k, so if this Maximus, Fleur de Lis can use its effect to boost itself to 3k, I'm actually gonna be in I'm gonna be kind of screwed in a way. But yeah, I have to think a lot here. So I go Dragoon Negate on the Fleur de Lis. I'm like, if he doesn't negate, there's like, I win, because I'm going to have 4k and this Dragoon can't do anything, and if he negates, well, I have to use Solemn Strike. But on the bright side, I made him lose 1 card, so it's actually in my advantage, because this Dragoon doesn't get the attack boost, but I get the attack boost. So getting that Dragoon negation was actually extremely relevant, and I couldn't have went like Crackdown. It wouldn't have been good. He could have just went, okay, that's fine, main phase 2 effect to pop again, and it would have been like, oh crap, seriously, I'm on like under so much pressure, and then the Solemn Strike just does nothing. nothing. If I activate Overload Fusion here, it's just so obvious that he's just gonna discard the Dramaturge, so there's no reason to do that. I'm just going to attack and then activate Overload Fusion on main phase 2. This cannot trigger, by the way, Aluber, so I really had to read the card because I actually didn't know the majority of the Despia cards. But yeah, you have to target a monster your opponent controls, an effect monster, negate the effect, and if you do, no, sorry, special summon the card, and if you do negate the targeted monster's attack. So obviously, if there's nothing to negate, like to target, you can't revive back a Looper. So Dragoon untargetable, so this is just, it stays in the grave. Overload Fusion for Rampage and defense, so I'm on low life points. We never know what my opponent could top deck. Pop this Despia Theater, so he's literally in like super top deck mode, which is really bad for him. Send Hertz and core, then recycle back the core, normal summon, get emergency, so I can have like a juicy discard for Dragoon. I really need that discard from Dragoon more than I need Overflow at this point, because it was an accident that he used Dramaturge like way too early, because obviously I wanted to use Invocation on sorry, Ghost Bell on the Invocation, but yeah, I'm obviously not going to be negating the Upstart, because I don't want to kind of be like, oh yeah, just because I know you have Dramaturge, I'm going to be playing, like, I'm going to do like a worse play. But yeah, obviously the Nadir Servant, I'm just going to have to negate it anyways. Recycle back my core, and he's like on top deck mode against the Crackdown, and obviously next turn I have game, so he scoops it up, there's no way for him to win. And we're going to go into game 2, where he's going to go first, so I'm going second. Is my hand good? My hand is alright, but his hand is just fantastic, right? Branded Opening, Duster, Red Ice Fusion, Fleur de Lis, and Dramaturge. It's not an amazing hand, it's a good hand, but not an amazing hand. So yeah, like Red Ice Fusion is good here. It already does like a pretty good job, and then obviously Harpy's Feather Duster and a good follow-up in the form of opening. So if I don't do anything productive, I'm kind of gonna be in like a bit of a pickle. But yeah, alright, Branded Opening is going to be discarding what? Yeah, Fleur de Lis to Surge that Aluber, not special summon, because he didn't want my trap cards to be of any relevance. So he's using this first, and then Harpy's Feather Duster. So if I do have trap cards, they're going to have like minimal value here. And yeah, Duster just doesn't scare me. Obviously I can go Ice Dragon's Prison, and then if he uses the effect to discard, well, to negate, well, at least he discards, so he's going to be on like really low resources. And obviously I have the Strike, and my Overflow gets destroyed, so he really helped me out a lot because my hand was garbage. And this is the reason why Duster is actually an incorrect card to play against Cyber Dragon. Like, you might think that my deck is like trap heavy to stun you, but the trap cards are here to break boards, not to prevent boards. I usually let people do the majority of their combo when I have trap cards, and then at the very end, when people are like low on resources, I go trap card, destroy every monster you have, and then they're like, oh, I have like no extra deck now and no follow-up, so I lose. Yeah, trust. Anyways, now I search emergency, so thank you very much for destroying my Overflow, really helped me out a lot. And this is actually, so he went for a really good play. I really like that. Surge the Branded Opening, which is a great card. It's a quick play spell card, so I was like, oh, he can use it, or he can set it. Yeah, okay, yeah, you see, he set a card, and then he put it back into the hand, and then he set another one. This doesn't really give me much information, like psychologically wise. There's no way for me to tell that he has Super Poly, but it was pretty interesting that he was holding a Super Poly, so I was like, oh, okay, well, cool. For me, like, I really thought this was the Branded Opening, and this was just another discard in the hand, so I wasn't really considering, like, any interruptions. Otherwise, would I have played differently? I mean, probably not, right? Probably not, but yeah. Well, maybe you can argue that I still would have, yeah, there could have been plays I would have done differently, but up until now, obviously, there's just nothing incorrect that I did. So yeah, use the effect of Surge Soldier and Hertz. Oh my god, man. Feels freaking good when you have Core, Galaxy Soldier, Hertz, everything in the entire world. Even lets me use the effect of Nova. Jesus, misclick because of the lag. And then, yeah, whatever, blah, 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 get back Cyber Dragon. And then I'm gonna make Infinity here. Okay, I think on the summon, he's going to be... Okay, yeah, now he's going to Super Poly me, obviously. And he's going to be summoning... this monster is kind of not great. It's like a Super Poly target, so even if it doesn't have the best effect, it's still cool. Because during the main phase quick effect, you can change the attack of all main monsters currently on the field to 0, except level 8 or higher fusion. So ironically, Dragoon is unaffected by that, which is funny, but yeah. Whatever, I'm still going to make Anaconda into Dragoon. This does have an effect when it is destroyed, though. It's a really good card. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm going to summon my Dragoon here, use the effect to pop, and then burn for 25. This Anaconda is now at 0. Okay, yeah, the chain links things are weird because he just started going to like view deck before like announcing the chain links. So I was like, okay, yeah, announce the chain links and then we'll see how I'm actually gonna be negating you. But yeah, this Aluber can just revive itself back by negating the Anaconda, and this I'm just gonna let it resolve. I just bell the Aluber, and then I let the fusion resolve to summon Dramaturge, and I can just destroy it, and he just dies because he takes 3k, and I can attack for 3k. So that's it. That's all, man. Beautiful. Cyber Dragons, pretty good deck. Cyber Dragon Traps is the optimal version of the deck. If you guys agree, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these every single time. Dueling Book especially, it's kind of a bigger sacrifice for me because it takes longer to get those replays. So if you guys appreciate the work that I'm putting, well, a like and a subscribe, like I said, really is the best way to show me your appreciation. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.